music for Lagos.
102.3 Max FM.
He was very precise. He had an aim. He came with a purpose and he won. The battle was won, but they say the war is not over. The battle is still on because there's still a second leg to go on with. But I'm not alone in the studio. Even though I got Stephanie here giving me the massages with her very lovely smile and presence. I got another brother who is so flick with sports. He's one of Nigeria's finest. Of course, a very fantastic individual. He's none other but Miye Akiri. Miye, good to have you on the show.
Always a pleasure to be with you, Mike.
Miye, you saw what happened last night.
Awesome football, good football. That was the talk of town, before the first leg. And you could see how Karim Benzema stood out. Starting with the game against Paris Saint-Germain at the Santiago Bernabeu.
Yeah.
Two extraordinary first half goals.
Yeah.
A hat-trick from the third-time Champions League winners. And at this stage, I want to believe on paper the tie is dead in the water.
Okay.
Should Chelsea think of coming back, they must overcome a 2-goal deficit.
Yeah.
And if there is one difficult place to do that, it's the Santiago Bernabeu.
Yeah.
Not when you have players or a player like Karim Benzema with this individual character carrying Real Madrid on.
Yeah.
When they thought it was over against Paris Saint-Germain, he stood out against PSG.
Yeah.
And if he can stand out against a team that has the likes of Kylian Mbappe, Lionel Messi, and Neymar, then I don't think Chelsea on paper would come back at the Bernabeu.
Well, I would slightly disagree with you because of two things. If you saw the game between Real Madrid and Chelsea yesterday, it wasn't as if Chelsea really played badly. They just got a few tactical issues wrong, and Real Madrid capitalized on the loopholes, which is always the case because, of course, the best team has to win, capitalizing on your weak points to do the job. And you saw how the fact that Tuchel also was not very smart with his selections. You can't have a Kovacic, a general like that on the bench. You had an Aspi on the bench, a Christensen whose heart is no longer at Stamford Bridge. You had him in that setup as well. Mendy was also very abysmal in that game yesterday. Lukaku, a £98 million signing, could not bury a sitter. I mean, all of these factors also contributed to Chelsea falling in last night. If Chelsea had scored a second goal and that goal was 3-2, it would have been a very, very well contended discussion to have going into the second leg. But that second goal they couldn't produce, even when they had all the chances in the world. I think that was really what buried that game, in my opinion.
Well, Mike, these are issues you've raised, and it's not just one.
Yeah.
And if you take a look at them, rectifying all these speaks volumes.
Yeah.
But one interesting thing is the fact that when it comes to football, the name of the game is not about goals. I've seen Arsenal under Arsene Wenger, dominate possession, play very well,
but don't score.
Unfortunately, they don't score.
Yeah.
And if there's something Real is doing right, irrespective of the team, they score goals.
Yeah.
And scoring 3 goals away from home against the defending champions of the UEFA Champions League, it's no mean feat. You must give it to them.
Hit music for Lagos.
102.3 Max FM.